Linda Rottenberg, Crazy is a Compliment, The Power of Zigging When Everyone Else Zags. Dive into the world of unconventional success with A Crazy is a Compliment, The Power of Zigging When Everyone Else Zags by Linda Rottenberg. This invigorating book provides valuable insights into overcoming psychological limiters, minimizing risks, and embracing chaos in the entrepreneurial journey. Learn about the different entrepreneurial personalities and how to identify your own type for a more effective approach. Gain guidance on navigating the early stages of your business, while developing exceptional leadership skills and fostering a sense of employeeship among your staff. In this summary, you will discover that with the right mindset and tactics, you can pursue both a fulfilling career and a happy family life.
Overcoming psychological limiters. When making crucial life decisions, it's important to recognize and overcome psychological limiters. These beliefs, often influenced by those closest to you, can discourage and stifle your potential achievements. To avoid negativity and false encouragement from friends and family, develop a personal understanding of your goals' feasibility and navigate your path independently. When faced with significant life choices, people frequently seek advice from friends, family, or partners. However, this could be detrimental. Why? The reason is psychological limiters, beliefs suggesting that you're incapable of achieving your goals. The unknown and uncertain aspects of a choice can induce fear, and those closest to you might amplify these limiting beliefs rather than alleviate them. Consider a scenario where you're contemplating leaving your job to launch a startup. If you voice these thoughts to your parents who've spent their lives in stable 9 to 5 jobs, their concern and doubt may discourage you from pursuing your dreams. To effectively address psychological limiters, realize that encountering negativity often indicates you're pushing beyond conventional boundaries. Taking risks and exploring uncharted territory is inherently more challenging than remaining within established lines. One effective approach to circumvent psychological limiters is to refrain from discussing your ideas with family and friends while they're still in the early stages. It's easier to be swayed by negative feedback when your ideas are in their infancy. Surprisingly, the most trusted individuals might provide the least reliable evaluations due to their emotional responses. They could express baseless criticism out of jealousy, fear, or to inflate your ego. For example, someone might tell you, "A hotel for pet iguanas is the best idea I've ever heard," merely to stroke your ego. Such reactions could distort your perception of your idea's actual merit, causing more harm than good. By acknowledging the influence of psychological limiters and learning to trust your instincts instead of seeking validation from others, you can overcome these barriers and unlock your full potential. Smart risk-taking for entrepreneurs. To minimize risks when starting a company, it's crucial to have funds to cover living expenses for at least a year and to take calculated, incremental steps that allow for feedback and adjustment. Adopting methods like Zappos founder Nick Swinmurn, who tested his idea without a substantial investment, can be a low-risk strategy. Additionally, crowdfunding platforms like Indiegogo and Kickstarter can offer valuable market input, alerting you to any needed adjustments while providing marketing exposure. Embarking on an entrepreneurial journey is inherently risky, but you can soften the blow by taking smart precautions. First and foremost, making sure you have an emergency fund equivalent to a year's worth of living expenses can guard against financial disaster. For a strategic approach, emulate Zappos founder Nick Swinmurn, who tested his business idea without sinking money into inventory. By visiting local shoe stores and only purchasing products upon making a sale, he cautiously evaluated the feasibility of his concept. Lastly, consider utilizing crowdfunding platforms like Indiegogo and Kickstarter. These sites not only help raise capital but also provide essential market input for your product. If nobody wants to invest in it, that's likely a sign changes are imperative. As a bonus, your crowdfunding campaign doubles as a marketing opportunity, exposing your brilliant idea to a large audience. Embracing chaos in business. When running a business, encountering chaos is inevitable. To thrive in these situations, adopt a creative mindset, seeing opportunities for improvement amidst the turmoil. J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series, did just that when getting fired from Amnesty International became a catalyst for her writing career. In times of chaos, it's also crucial to stand firm on your guiding principles, as demonstrated by former Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz. When the company's stock value plummeted, Schultz revisited Starbucks' core values to successfully revive the company, proving that remaining true to your foundation can lead to prosperity even in the most challenging circumstances. A successful entrepreneur knows that running a business involves navigating chaotic situations. While it's impossible to prevent disorder from arising, learning to embrace it and channel creativity can transform adversity into opportunity. Take J.K. Rowling, for example. When she was fired from her job at Amnesty International, she didn't wallow in defeat. Instead, she used the experience as a chance to focus on her true passion, writing, and eventually became a world-renowned author. Another key aspect of dealing with chaos is holding steadfast to your core principles. Entrepreneurs often lose sight of their initial goals when faced with unexpected challenges, succumbing to panic and abandoning their well-crafted plans for short-term solutions. But it's precisely during these rough times that returning to your foundational principles can provide a clear path forward. Howard Schultz, former CEO of Starbucks, exemplified this when he chose to remain loyal to the company's fundamental values even when their stock value dropped significantly in 2008. Rather than adopting fleeting trends, Schultz focused on reaffirming Starbucks' core principles, closing over 7,000 stores for an afternoon to retrain employees in delivering exceptional coffee and customer service. Despite skepticism from stock analysts and investors, this bold decision revived Starbucks and caused its shares to soar, showcasing the power of sticking to your guiding principles even during tumultuous times. In conclusion, entrepreneurs can successfully manage chaos by harnessing creativity, recognizing opportunities, and trusting their core principles. Embracing these approaches will lead to growth and triumph in the face of adversity. Unveiling entrepreneurial personalities. Entrepreneurs possess a range of different personalities that influence their approach to business. There are 4 fundamental entrepreneurial personalities: diamonds, stars, transformers, and rocket ships. Diamonds, like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, are visionaries with grand ideas, although they can also display conceited behaviors. Stars, such as Oprah Winfrey and Jay-Z, are charismatic leaders capable of inspiring loyalty but may fall into the trap of becoming a one-person show, susceptible to their own whims. Transformers, including Howard Schultz and Ray Kroc, are change catalysts who rejuvenate stagnant industries. Lastly, rocket ships, like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, are strategic, analytical thinkers making significant efficiency improvements. Recognizing and understanding one's own entrepreneurial personality type aids in personal development and effectiveness, providing an opportunity to learn from the strengths and weaknesses of prominent figures with similar traits. Mastering entrepreneurial challenges. Launching a new business can be daunting, but fear not, we've distilled time-tested tips to help you overcome challenges at every stage. Close unnecessary doors to focus on your priorities and replace unqualified friends or family members with professional employees. Embrace innovation, constant incremental improvements, and stay receptive to change, but don't overdo it. Remember to dream big while executing small, break goals into bite-sized tasks, and tackle each issue individually for success. Entrepreneurship is an exciting journey, but it comes with challenges that may leave you feeling overwhelmed. To help you navigate and triumph, we've condensed expert advice mined from common entrepreneurial roadblocks. Life compels us to make choices, so don't hesitate to close some doors and set your priorities. Once your venture is underway, consider leaving your day job to concentrate on your business. Family and friends may have supported you initially, but it's crucial to replace them with suitable employees dedicated to your company's growth. Always stay on the lookout for innovation, a term encapsulating the practice of continuous, incremental improvements. Large-scale innovations shouldn't be your sole focus. Instead, seek to enhance your business consistently in smaller and more manageable ways. Change is vital, but maintaining a balance is essential. Startups that pivoted once or twice garnered more funding compared to those that resisted or changed too many times. So, be open to adaptation without losing sight of your original concept. Dreaming big is necessary, but don't let grand ambitions sidetrack your everyday responsibilities. Discipline yourself to lay a solid foundation for greater achievements. Conquer tasks one step at a time by breaking them into manageable portions, and you'll be well equipped to tackle even the most daunting endeavors. Lastly, address issues individually and with focused attention. Consider brainstorming sessions to identify all problems plaguing your venture and then methodically address each one. For instance, if your material costs soar out of control, analyze them in isolation to find the root cause before moving on to the next challenge. Master these techniques, and you'll be well on your way to overcome the hurdles of entrepreneurship and set the stage for a thriving business. Nurturing entrepreneurial leadership. Achieving success as an entrepreneur goes beyond launching a business, it involves developing exceptional leadership skills. By embracing agility, accessibility, self-awareness, and authenticity, entrepreneurs can cultivate effective leadership. Additionally, the guidance of mentors can further enhance one's leadership journey, helping them steer their businesses toward triumph. Many entrepreneurs falsely believe that once their business takes off, managing daily operations will be a breeze. In reality, successful entrepreneurship requires the continuous improvement of one's leadership abilities. Imbibe the following principles to strengthen your leadership and drive your company forward. Cultivate an agile organization by dividing your workforce into small, autonomous teams with individual responsibilities. This empowers them to tackle challenges, learn from experiences, and report their progress in daily meetings. Your guidance and flexibility will support efficient teamwork. Leaders must be accessible to everyone in the organization, including the lowest-ranking employees. Embracing communication channels, such as social media platforms, can make leaders more approachable. Be open to others' ideas and appreciate feedback to refine your leadership style. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of an effective leader. Recognize how others perceive you and modify your approach accordingly. Acknowledge personal shortcomings to stay mindful of potential weaknesses, fostering transparency in your leadership. Display authenticity by occasionally revealing vulnerability as a leader. Connecting with your team members on a human level fosters trust and strengthens relationships. As an entrepreneur, seeking mentorship from experienced leaders can also accelerate your leadership development. Mentors offer valuable guidance, often addressing difficult issues that your employees might hesitate to discuss. Their unbiased perspectives empower you to make informed decisions and better your leadership skills. Remember that your growth may require multiple mentors throughout your career. If a mentor becomes disinterested or their knowledge is surpassed by yours, seek new mentors to continue learning and evolving as a visionary leader. Instilling employeeship attitude. To achieve success in your organization, it is not only about effective leadership but also fostering employeeship, an entrepreneurial spirit that propels constant improvement and innovation among your team. To create this environment, consider factors like job satisfaction and autonomy over monetary compensation, as studies show these are the most important factors for employees. Adopting a flexible work culture, like Clorox, could give your organization a competitive edge by drawing top talent. Focus on building a strong organizational culture where every team member is an ideal cultural fit, allowing for strong bonds to form. Companies like Zappos quickly let go of employees who do not fit in to maintain a cohesive culture. Lastly, lead by example by humanizing yourself, like taking vacations and displaying mementos of personal life, encouraging a healthy work-life balance for your employees. Redefining work-life harmony. Quit contemplating work-life balance as a zero-sum game, instead, embrace work-life harmony. To build a large-scale business, surround yourself with a supportive team, capitalizing on their creativity, skills, and insights. Utilize technology for better flexibility, maintaining a dedicated home office and organizing virtual meetings. Ensure that your organization also upholds this unwavering commitment to family and work-life integration. Look to people like Tina Fey who successfully juggle professional pursuits and family commitments and adopt the same resolute mindset.
In Crazy is a Compliment, Linda Rottenberg offers readers an inspiring and practical roadmap for nurturing unconventional success. By challenging psychological limiters, managing risks, and dealing with chaos, entrepreneurs can not only start but also grow and sustain their businesses in dynamic ways. Understanding one's entrepreneurial personality type and adopting effective leadership and management principles will facilitate personal and business growth. Ultimately, Rottenberg's book demonstrates that with the right mindset and approach, anyone can achieve a meaningful balance between career aspirations and personal life.